Okay, this session you shall see the complete writing of Z matrix for formaldehyde, and then saving it as dot or MOPAC format, optimizing it, and then finally visualizing it. Okay, let me just directly go to the sharing of the screen where I have this whiteboard. So here it is. Okay, formaldehyde. I think we have already seen this, but here I am going to show how you can install your own software and visualize that. So if you write this general structure, it will be going like this, SCH, and then the proper structure would be H going like this, C double and H. Okay. So this probably will be, you should have a knowledge of the bond length. This will be about 1.10 angstrom. This will also be 1.10 angstrom. This will be about 1.2 angstrom. And the angle, this should actually be the tetrahedral angle, but I'm writing it as 120 degree because you don't have 4 atoms there. Okay, then we have to number it. How do we number it? I'll just write this as 1, this as 1, this as 2, this as 3, and this as 4. So I am writing those numbers here: 1, 2, 3, and 4. These numbers, just for reference, I'm writing. You do not have to put them. Okay, the first is the carbon atom, the second is the oxygen atom, third is the hydrogen atom, and the fourth one is also the hydrogen atom. Right? So now you have the options of writing the bond length, bond angle, and this. Okay, this is 0.0 origin from 0, bond angle 0.0 from 0, dihedral angle 0.0 from 0. Okay, and this is connected to carbon atom 1 is connected to oxygen atom 2 by means of about 1.2 angstrom units from 1. This one is the carbon atom from 1. Okay, then because you have just 2 atoms, you're just writing it as 0.0 bond angle and 0.0 dihedral angle, and then you stop this. Okay, and then there is an option of writing the Z matrix in variable formats, but I'll just skip that. So you can see this C attached to third carbon atom here. This third atom is what we are going to write here. Is a hydrogen atom which is connected to carbon 1. Connected to carbon 1, that I am writing here. Connected to carbon 1 by means of about 1.10 angstrom units. And its bond angle is about, I'm just writing it is about, sometimes it will be 116 degree, but I am going to write it as 120 degree from 2. 2 இங்க இருக்கு இல்லையா, 1 இங்க இருக்கு, 3 இங்க இருக்கு. 2, 1, 3, right? The 2, 1, 3 angle is about 120 degree. Is about 120 degree. So here you don't have dihedral angle, so I'm just again putting it as 0.0 and 0.0. And the last one, this fourth carbon atom is connected to first carbon atom by means of about 1.10 angstrom units. this angle from 3 or from 2, because I have taken this as 1 point, because I have taken this as symmetrical, I am also taking this as the same value, 120 degree or 0, 2. You can see that these two values are nearly the same. This value, this value, and this value. Both are same. But here it will be changing. What will be the dihedral angle? Dihedral angle is, you have to watch it. I have told you that if you have C double bond O, you are eyeing from this. You will have H here, H here. Okay. So இதிலிருந்து இப்படி போய் இப்படி வரணும் அப்படின்னா இது வந்து எவ்வளவு வருது 120 degree. So the dihedral angle comes to be about 118 degree. I am just writing it as 118 degree from oxygen number 2. I think now you will be able to understand very clearly what is meant here. I can write 121 degree or 180 degree or whatever I like. Okay. But you have to give the chances of optimization for that, and it will be taken up clearly. So this is for formaldehyde. This is the complete Z matrix for when you submit, you have to save it as formaldehyde dot MOP, or you have to save it as formaldehyde dot DAT. Okay. I'll just show that file which I have written. That is that file completely. I just show that to see how we have already done that. I'm copying the values. You can see there. This is what we have done in the previous class. Here it is. OCHH is there. And you can see that carbon bond after double bond is about 1.21. What have we written? We have written 1.2. We just written 1.2, and here I'm just writing some accurately. Okay. For this bond length, you require a knowledge of chemistry. This is what I have been telling you about. All our chemistries about that. So this is the origin. So oxygen is origin. Everything is 0, 0, 0. You forget about this. This is some charge that is there. Okay. If you know charges, if you know charge of each atom, it is available online. You can put it available online. But I am not going to include it here. You don't require this. You just strike this off. Okay. So it is this +1 means, what does it mean? It means it has to be optimized. It is subject to change. It is subject to change. You can change it to 1.21, 1.1. If I put it as 0, the value will be, if I put it as 0, the value will be constant. If I put it as +1, the value is variable. Remember, all our research works, all our things are only between variables and constants only. Okay. So here, these 3 atoms, I am writing it as a connectivity. Connectivity atoms. These are all optimization. 0, 0. Here you have +1, +1. So this is 0 means, it is constant. This is 0 means it is also constant. This is also 0 means it is also constant. But I can change it. I have put only 1 here. Okay. So I can just put it as +1, +1, and +1. Okay. So this angle is 122. This angle is also 122. This bond length is 1.097. This bond length is 1.097. It suggests that these two hydrogen atoms are symmetric in nature. Symmetric in nature. So 1.097 is from 2. 122 is from 1. Okay. This is the first atom. This is the second atom. This is third atom. This is the fourth atom. Right. So all these values are connectivity. 2 length 1.09. 2 length 1.0962. 1 length 122. Okay. Because it is 0, it just comes as a 0. Okay. So either 2 length 1.0962, 1 length 122, 3 length 180 degree. What does it mean? From 3 it is 180 degree means, he has taken it as like this. SCH. This is atom 1, this is atom 2, this is atom 3, and this is atom 4. 3 length 180 degree அப்படின்னா இப்படி போய் quit opposite ஆயிடுது. So the hydrogen atom is not here. In 2D structure, it appears like this, but it actually comes here. So this is quit 180 degree. Opposite. Okay. Opposite இருந்ததா என்ன இருக்கும்? உங்களுக்கு வந்து C double bond O, H and H. This is 180 degree. But it actually changes. Actually, it is not 180. Actually, it changes. Why? Because you have lone pair here, and because carbon angle is about 120 degree. So this will change, and the output you will get will be different. Okay. So I'm going to tell you an important thing about another aspect of this software. So I will stop sharing this and share the screen, entire screen there. You can see here what I opened this. You go to this website. This is a very good website. This one, determination of intercoordinates. The website I have already given. You can. You can see this. It's copied there. Symmetry.jacobs.university.edu. Here you will have lot of atoms there, a lot of molecules. Okay. The number of atoms are given in this sequence, and you can see if I click ethylene, it gives me the Z matrix for all this. You can see the values there. You can see the values, how they are connected. So much amount of hard work they have done. Okay. So in the same way, if I can just go to atom 12 and click benzene. We see benzene, all the bond angles between every carbon atom is 120 degree here. 120 degree, 120 degree, 120 degree, like that. All the hydrogen bond length is 1.084, 1.084. All the hydrogen atoms are symmetrical. You can just change it. If you need to just substitute, for example, I am taking a derivative of chlorobenzene. The bond length will be, I'll just try to change it. Rather than 1.084, I can write it as 1.2103. Okay, and then save it. So it just changes the atom and saves you this. Okay. Then the next thing is how you save the format. And the last thing of this session, this unit, is OpenBabel. OpenBabel is a software which is a freeware. If you click OpenBabel, it will take you to that particular site where you have this open source chemistry toolbox. You just click this as download. Okay, download, it will ask you for the Windows graphical GUI means it is a graphical user interface. here you can click on the latest installer. It's a 64-bit installer. It goes like this. So here you have exe file, right? 3.11, or this is 32-bit. You can just click over to it. OpenRebel 3.11.exe. So it is taking some time to install. It will be installed. Just stop this and or you can click it as save link as. OpenRebel is a very good software. It's an application. I'm just saving it in the desktop. OpenRebel 3.11. So you can see it is starting to download. Once downloaded, I'll just click over it. So this is a OpenRebel is there in your syllabus, and it converts one format into another format, right? In the ChemSketch, you have seen how you are trying this structure and saying them as mol formats and exporting them into InmoStar, and then from there you it's not starting. That is probably very slow. Okay, so OpenRebel is one of the software that has got so many other Linux and Windows Star. Okay, so here you can see the help section, how you have to use OpenRebel. You can go to graphical user interface. GUI is something, that is graphical user interface allows you to view in the graphical format. Here it is. Can you see this? You have written the benzene input here. It is shown as benzene input there. Now you can name it as benzene.molecule because you are drawing the molecule format in ChemSketch. You can say it as a benzene.molecule. And then there will be a section, what kind of output you require, whether you require protein data bed format, whether you require input format, whether you require SMILES format. SMILES, I have told you, simplified molecular input line entry system. Okay. SMILES is a format. Simplified molecular input line entry system. SMILES is called as the SMILES. So this is a format approved by IUPAC. Whatever is approved by IUPAC format, it is a very good hit. So whatever format you write here, you have to click that. Once it is installed, I just tell you, OpenRebel and not getting it. Okay, that is the interface there. Then you can have the PDF of that. If you have that PDF, it will show you the entire thing, documentation of that. PDF documentation is very important. You can just look at the first few pages, what it is, what is the goals of this project. If they ask you what is OpenRebel, you have to write this. OpenRebel is a project to facilitate interconversion of chemical data from one format to another, including file formats of various types. This is important because Here you have chemical repetition often vary constantly, and then you have how does open table work and why it is free, and then formats are there. Why, what are the different features and formats? Here it is what this is what I told you. Why do I convert smiles to mol to PDB and system? And then there is a contribution section. You don't have to worry. Here is the number of authors. So many authors have contributed the knowledge for computers. How to install the OpenBabel is there. In the Windows, you have this. If you have exe file, you need not have to any compilation. All this is for the experts, who are compiling and then installing. And if you find time, you should know what is Cygwin is. Okay, chemistry people often use this, so you should have a knowledge of what Cygwin and Python. These two things are there. Okay, here is that format again in the OpenBabel. I will come back again. That is the downloads. The download is not bringing there. 35 MB is taking so much time. I'm wondering, I'm having fiber optics, still, I don't know why it is taking so much time. I'll have OpenBabel in my PC also. So you please install this OpenBabel. Here it is. I've already installed it. Here it is. Okay. This is the graphical user interface for the OpenBabel. Okay. I am just taking the dot format that we have seen. We have saved it as there are so many formats. Just take MOP or DAT. What is the format we have seen? We have saved the MOPAC format. Here it is. MOPAC format is there. So here is the shape. You can just see the MOPAC format there. And in the MOPAC format, you have this aniline.mop. You just open it, you will get this. Okay, this is the Z matrix which has been converted into Cartesian coordinates in the if you save the MOPAC format. And then in the output format, what is the that you require? If you require a Smiles format, you just click this Smiles format. Okay, and then click convert. It will just convert. This is the Smiles format there. Very simple. Benzene, that is aniline, is converted into this particular format. That is how I highlighted it. Okay, or I just want some other format. Let me see what format is there. I have to put an input into GAMIS or Gaussian. You can just go for I, then I can see that each GAMIS input is there. Okay, this is the General Atomic Molecular Electronic Structure System, which is free of cost and which I have told you that is used for optimization. So I just click convert. It gives me the entire thing. So here I can change the keywords, and here is there's a different format. This MOPAC format which you have written is converted into the Z matrix format for the Gaussian. That this is a GAMIS. Okay, and then you can either convert it into protein data bank format. This is a very important format for biologists. And then click convert. If you click convert, you get this is your input and this is your output there. You can see this. The output contains the protein data bank format. Always you can click anything that you require. Simply XYZ or Zener's in neglect of differential overlap, integrated neglect of differential overlap. Click that, then just convert to get this. I think we have seen Z and DO where we wanted to calculate the spectroscopic techniques, and that has been clearly converted very beautifully here. Gamis output is there, Gromos is there, Gaussian 98 is there. This is another very costly software that I have been telling you. I'll just click convert, it will convert it into the Gaussian format. I just extend it to XYZ format, Cartesian coordinates, click onto that, and then click convert, it is converted into this. Okay, it is almost quite a different experience of writing these things. Okay, I'll take hydrazine also. Hydrazine is what we have written in the initial example, hydrazine. And then I'll click it to convert, you get the hydrazine dot input. I'll convert this into protein data bank format, PDB, protein data bank format. Click PDB and then click convert. I'll just get everything converted into protein data bank format. So once converted, it becomes very useful for this. Look at how hydrazine can be converted into SMILES format. SMILES is a single line format. Okay, SMILES format that I have told you, it is widely used format by many scientists over the world. So if you click convert, I just get this. Or I can just click SMI format. Okay, SMI is also the same thing. You just click convert, it gives them. So NN means hydrazine only. Nothing other than that. Just NN means. There is another widely used format that we call it as INCHI. INCHI or INCHI format. So I can click on that INCHI format and click convert. So it is converted into 1 year. This is an INCHI format. Short formats of that. So after writing this, you have various formats in which you can be converting. Here is your input. Whatever you get, you put here. There are so many different formats. And then here, what output you require, just click at that output. Okay, and then just click convert. It just converts and gives you these options. You can copy and save them. This way you can always convert one format into another format. Whatever you have to write about OpenBabel, it is clearly explained. You just have to download the software. After downloading software, install it. Then read some documentation. Try the Z matrix. Save it as .map. Convert it into XYZ, INCHI, SMILES, PDB, and XML formats. Then see what are the different changes, which formats accommodate charges, which format is skip them. Have an idea of what SMILES is and why it is widely used, this thing. So I stop with this, and let us have a good workout session of OpenBabel.